All right. Turning 31 has been quite the you-know-what. It's been stormy pretty much every day since my birthday. And there's been quite a lot of going on. Basically, we got hit by a torpedo. It's what I'm calling it. Our websites got hacked. All of my company's websites were down. Still are down. They've been down since Monday. Websites and email accounts. They deleted over 300 email accounts out of my companies. And I'm saying they because I don't know. It's malware. They don't make any money off of it. They basically just come in, fuck up a bunch of your shit, and say have a great day. So I don't know. I'm calculating probably somewhere around $80,000 worth of damages and lost revenue. So it sucks, but that is part of the battle, right? That's business. You got to take some punches. You got to give some punches. Challenges with teams not hitting deadlines. It's been a lot, man, here the past 3, 4, 5 days. But again, you don't give up. That's not what entrepreneurship's about. I'm learning, and listen, like, you have to go through this. If someone tries to tell you that they'll take all the struggle away, they're lying to you. And when I say all of the struggle, I mean like completely. Like, they may be able to help you in a small section, right? Like that's why I love specialized knowledge, specialized education. That is the most powerful thing in the world. Because you can learn it two ways, right? Like, you can buy it. People go to college sometimes to get education. I know, like, I went to school for 3 semesters before dropping out, and it was to learn things. Honestly, most people don't know this, but the reason I dropped out of college was because I wanted to take a business finance class, and they were telling me I had to take prerequisites. So I was like, Jesus, okay. I had to take accounting, and I had to take history of rock and roll. And that's when I realized that the institutionalized education doesn't work for me. It's just not the way I learn, right? So I learned through either mentorship, coaches, books, reading, and audio, both those, and then real world experience. Taking the shit that I'm going through right now, controlling the level of anxiety and the level of fear, right? Learning to suppress that. That's part of just growing in business. I'm here in Louisville, right? Like, Muhammad Ali is from Louisville, and he's the greatest, right? That's what everybody, like, he referred to himself as that. But listen, 4 years into boxing, he wasn't. He still believed it. He still had the mindset that he was the greatest. But technically wise, like, he couldn't have gotten in a ring with a pro. He would have got his ass beat. Business is the same way. You can be in business. You can believe you'll be the best. Don't let things like this shake you. And I can truly say that this is the first time in my entrepreneurial, like, career where something you lose your websites and your emails. Like, this is full on torpedo mode. Like, the ship just got a giant hole ripped into it, but you got to deal with it. Like, you don't give up, you push on, and you take it as a lesson learned. So, like, we'll now be more reinforced. It got me instantly thinking, like, how many small business owners take proper steps and measures to protect themselves from this type of stuff. It's just part of entrepreneurship. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. So I just wanted to share that with you. I'm going through some shit, man. It sucks. It's not fun. It makes you want to get stressed out. And I'm very thankful to my buddy Keith Kalfas, who, he's the first guy that actually introduced me to meditation. And that really helps, right? Because I'm able to control myself, not flying off the handle like I used to, which is good. So, but yeah, man, I hope you're doing well wherever you're at, whatever you got going on. Listen, we're all fighting our battles, right? One week you're on top of the mountain, the next week you're rolling down the other side. But here's the thing, you're rolling down the other side because you're in pursuit of that next mountain. So you learn, you grow, you take advantage of that, and you use it to your advantage. Because listen, I now am a step ahead of my competition, whoever my competition may be, in the sense that this hasn't happened to them yet, right? I've had to go through this. You have to go through things in business. It's pretty amazing. So, but you learn. Listen. One more thing. I'll tell you guys a quick story. Is that when I started my first business, when I started mowing grass, like it was a little lawn and landscaping business. That was the very first business. I used to like go knock on doors, like straight up go to commercial accounts and knock on doors. Sorry, there's an ambulance coming. Perks of living downtown. So I used to go knock on doors, and I was like, man, this is inefficient as hell. So that experience taught me to go cold call, right? It took me to that next step. But when I got to cold calling, I was terrible. It was bad. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, honestly. And so with that, I sought out knowledge to be able to increase my abilities. That's how that works, right? Like you download training through whatever sensory skill you want, right? In real life, by just sucking at it for a really long time, or by trial and error, or you can do it visually. You can watch somebody do it. You can listen to somebody do it. You can read a book. There's ways that you can do that. So that's why I made Phenomenal Phone Calls, is because I remember being in that place because I didn't have money. Because the next level of that from cold calling is like advertising, tuning in your paid advertising to a level that will return you a crazy amount on your money. But in that level there of cold calling, that's why I made Phenomenal Phone Calls. And I did the first 1,000 books. I bought them. We're shipping them out for free. I think Tori and I are going to ship some more out tonight. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. It's a good book. People are getting it. We're sending it to Australia. We're sending it to the UK. I think we sent a couple copies to Mexico, Canada, all over the U.S. A lot of people in Iowa. That was kind of crazy. But yeah, if you haven't got your copy, go to phenomenalphonecalls.com and get that. You just pay shipping, a little bit of money, and if you're that person that wants to grow, right? Because like if you're not started, you're not growing, you don't want to get it to that next level, then you're not the right person. Sorry. So hopefully you got some value out of the video at this point, but don't listen to anything else, because the book is to really help take you to the next level when it comes to phone skills. And if you go watch the book, you can actually, the table of contents, you see the table of contents as well at phenomenalphonecalls.com. So I'll put a link down in the description, but keep fighting the fight, man. That's what entrepreneurship is. We get the reward because we fight the fight. It's not easy. Most people would crumble, right? When you get to these levels, most people would just fold, and a lot of people do. But that's with anything, right? There's a lot of people that folded trying to say they would be as great as Muhammad Ali. So you just got to press on, keep believing that you'll be the best, and never, excellence. That word, I love that word, excellence, because when something is at a level of excellence, like you're there, you've made it. There is no room for improvement. It's excellent. Like I don't like the word perfect because perfection never arrives, but excellence, that's what you have to aim for. Aim to be an excellent person, right? Perform excellent duties. Have excellent levels of skills. Be excellent at your craft. Excellence is a good word. Be excellent in your defense not to get hacked. Because they'll get you. If you're not paying attention, they'll get you. So, wish you guys the best. Here's to your success.